Alrighty, welcome back. I'm your man Bad Chad and Queen Jolene's on the camera. Yesterday we had chopped the roof and lowered it down. The back does not fit whatsoever. It's kind of stood up in the air a little bit there. The front is quite something else. There's going to have to be a lot of work there. I'm not saying a lot of work. There's going to have to be some work done on the front to make that window go back in again. I like the side profile when I look at the car. This window size here, this is one I went with the measurement, and I like that. That's not too bad. Up on the front, we got looks a little low, but that's fine. We've got 8 inches of window up front. That's fine. It's not looking that good for this part, but that's part of doing a chop. And I'll work my way through it. But today, what I'm going to do is we're going to knock the posts back on. I've taken a grinder and just cleaned up a little bit of the paint. I'm going to get Jolene to help me because that's under pressure. I want to push it in and get it to the right place, and we'll do this one, we'll do this one, and we'll tack the back. I'm going to try to, today, as we tack them on, I'm going to try to get this down to this. And I'm not quite sure, And what I'm going to do is I'm playing a game of checkers. I'm going to make a couple moves and see if it does what I want it to do. Come over this side. This morning when we get up here, I didn't want to get going back and forth with Jolene because she's going to have to help me weld this on. So what I did is I got Jolene to tack this side here. We got the side tack, just tack. It took us a matter of, you'll see, because we'll be on the other side. And we got this tacked in place. And we just put one tack there. So basically, we just got it held down, doors plumbed up nice and straight, the C pillar nice and straight, A, B, C, D. So we just kind of got it back in place. So we're just going to go over the other side, and Jolene's going to have to help me. So Jolene's going to be in the shot today. I appreciate her help. Every time she gets to help me, I appreciate it. But now we're going to close these gaps up because this is kind of laid out a little bit. We're going with the roof because the roof has got a nice post going on there. We're going to shove that in and get that going again. What we're going to do is we're going to start right on this one here. I'm figuring we did on the other side. We start this one here and get this one plumbed up, get this one going straight, and then we'll go with that one. And then we'll come back to the back here and we'll tack that on where we think that's going good. After we get that done, we'll move on to the trunk and try to get this window laid down to the roof. I like this part here like that. I like that there. It almost could go around and lay the back window down. But as I get looking inside, the hinge, if I go around and cut that a little bit and try to lay that down, the hinge is right in the way of laying the window down. When we started this car, I kind of noticed that back window was so close to the trunk lid. Generally, they're not that close. Usually, they're not that close. So what's going to have to happen is I'm going to have to lay the trunk lid and the window down all in one piece, and I'm going to make a cut. Not sure yet, but that's what I'm going to do. If Jolene wants to put the camera down, we'll get this side tacked in place, and then I'll go for the back. So basically what I want to do is I want to get it all in place, and then I can come along with the welder and tighten things up. And what I mean by tighten it up is weld a little more to it to make it stronger. As I get rolling with this car, I like the 4-door chop like that. I like it. But I'm thinking the 2-door sedan would really look nice. That's what I'm thinking. So we'll just go with that thought. I change my mind all the time, as you know. So it could turn into a truck. Who knows? But we are on the way of making it look, I think, pretty dang hot. It wasn't a bad looking car before, but it's just a little bit hotter now, I think, in my opinion. And you know what that is? That's my belly button. And I suggest when you're doing your car, you do it your way. That's what makes you happy, is doing it your way. That's what's making me happy. I feel like I'm making this car more attractive. That's what I feel like I'm doing. To me. Like I said yesterday, I plan on leaving all the patina on the car. I plan on leaving that. I'm going to have to clean it up still quite a bit. I might have to make some of this welds and some of the areas that I'm doing. I'm going to have to make that look like it was old, like the rest of the car. On this chop, as you have not noticed, I am also trying to chop the car without cutting the roof in half. Like, I don't want to cut the front section off to make it go up to where the posts fit right. I didn't want to cut the back section off to bring it back further. I wanted to try to leave it the roof alone if I can. I do not want to cut the roof and try to weld a piece into it. That's basically where I'm at right at the present moment. Me and Jolene are going to try to put this one in place. Not sure what goes on there yet.
Just have to
put the ground on. Thank you, Jolene. Thank you. All right. I gotta try to put that in place. Now, just kind of it's kind of hard to all right, just a
which
second.
side do you want me to go on?
I'm just trying to get it in place, and I'll let you know, okay?
Okay.
All right, I want you to hit it right at the corner of the door. If you just a second. Just, yeah.
Ready?
Yep.
Going again?
Yep. Good, sounds good. Awesome. 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 Well done. Well done, chickie. Well done. All right, now we're just going to, just looking at it. Just looking at it is what I'm doing. Well done. All right, let's hit it. Right there if you can. Do you want a coat hanger? Got a little bit of a gap going on there. Stick the coat hanger in there.
Ready?
Yep. Awesome, sound good. Well done. Well done, chickie. Just trying to stick it in place is all we're trying to do. Alrighty. You may as well weld that together at that corner. Do you want a coat hanger or do you think you can get it?
I think I can get it.
Right. Yeah, just weld that together. We're not welding the post and the door together yet, but if I make a sedan, that will end up happening. It certainly most will.
Ready?
Yep. Sounded good. Well done. Just gonna get a hammer. Knock that. Must have brought the hammer over, did I? Thank you, sweetheart. Oh. Now, you want to weld that together. Just put it on the coat hanger.
Damn it. Going again.
Yep. All right, now hit it on the top. Get on top of the coat hanger. That's good. No, one more.
Just bump it.
Just bump it.
Keeps burning through. Going again. Can't.
Hit it again. Hit it on top, like hit it on top there if you can. Ready? Can you hit this one? Right in the corner there. She's just bumping the welder to get some meat there so she can actually weld it. Now just kind of break that off. We're in place. I'm gonna knock a little bit of weld off on this side over here. Good. See your welder for a second? Got it, stop it. Give it back to you broken. Stop it. There. To get a pair of pliers and take that off. Some weld stuck to the end of the welder holding the wire back. It's not something that we want to have happen. It is what it is. Pair of scissors, take it off. Nope, channel lock's right here. See it? Mm-hmm. All right, good. I'm gonna fix that for a second. Now we gotta get this big gap dealt with. And basically what's going on is the post is laying out. We shove the post in, away goes the gap. Just looking at the post, see if they're, looks good? Looks good. All right, Jolene. I've got the inside post here. I'm gonna pull that in a little bit, and I just want you to knock a piece of weld, see where it's going together there. Can you see that? You want a light?
Yeah, that'd be nice.
That'd be nice, wouldn't it?
There's...
Just gonna get a light for a second. Inside the car. We'll get another one though. We got another one. See right there where I want that to weld together. See, I want to pull
right
it
on the corner.
Well, you don't have to be on the corner.
Okay.
Just weld that seam together here if I pull it in. That good?
Yep.
You want that turned? Let me see what I've got going on here so I can.
Okay. Ready?
Yeah. Got it?
I did 3 tacks.
Well done, Chickie. Well done. It's good. It's good. I'll leave that one for a minute. Actually, you can tack that one if you want.
Right on the corner there?
Yeah, right there in the corner where it fits. Or just, yeah.
Just bump it?
Just bump it, yeah. Too easy to burn through right at the present moment. So bumping it just puts a little bit of meat there. And that way there we can deal with it as we get going. So we got the back post tied together. We got the other side tied. Now we're going to tie this one together. You can see how, take this off. Now this one's going to be a little bit of an issue, just like the other side. What's happening is this post from the floor, there's a post there going from the floor all the way to the roof, This post has laid out a little bit. They're not welded to the floor. They got a rivet on them. I'm going to try to shove it. Wow, I can get that in or not. If not, I'll take it. Hey, wow. Alrighty, a second now. You want to weld that corner of that door?
Right there. Ready?
I'm ready, yeah.
Hang on. Oh. Sorry, one more. I think I got it.
All right, good. Ouch, you got burnt. I got burnt. All right. It's good. It's holding it. It's good and flush too. Will you take and do another spot right beside it? You got it flush.
Like
an
inch over?
Beside, don't put it on top of it. Put it right beside it. Bump some meat on it first.
So like right where that is, but right there.
Right there.
Okay.
Bump some meat on it, right? Bump it a couple times. So you just dropping wire on it. And then you can weld it.
That is how...
Put a better weld on than that is what I'm looking for. And the reason I didn't say go on top of, she spotted it there at the corner of the door. The reason I told her to go this way a little bit and get away from it, because as soon as she went to spot that would heat up and it would let go again. If you know what I'm trying to tell you. You know what I'm trying to tell you. And then this door got to come down some. This door top's got to come down some. And there you go, screwdriver. Pull that down. I don't know if if you get that up too high, maybe I have to bring that off and bring that down. I'm not sure, but that's what's going to happen. I'm going to get a screwdriver. Just trying to match everything up the best we can. I didn't go over anything, and what can I say? I didn't go over anything and try to make it fit any better. I left the gaps that were there. I cut the pieces out and I left it. And yeah, can you weld that?
Right there.
Can you weld that together?
I don't know.
Spot on each one. Spot on the top one. Now spot on the bottom one. Turn your welder the other way. Go down on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then go back up on the other one.
Close.
Yeah. Just let the redness go away.
Yeah.
Awesome. So what's happened there is that she had quite a gap. That's fine. That's fine. That's good. I'm thinking that. What am I thinking? What am I thinking? Just gonna look down the straight of the door. That looks good and straight to me. That can be beat in. Cut quite a gap there before. All right, let's put a spot right there if you can. So you're gonna tack a little bit up on that top. You're gonna do it like this way, then you're gonna turn the welder down that way, put a little piece, and then kind of add them together. And every time you do it, let the redness go away, and then it won't take off on you. Let the redness go away. Beautiful. Well done. It's a hard thing to weld up something like that and not burn through. If you don't think so, try it. Okay, let's go over here. That corner right there would be nice. Post looks good and straight. Post looks good and straight. What I'm looking for is a post going up like this. It looks good and straight on the door. Looks good and straight on the door. Might as well tack another one. Probably not clean, but let's see if we can get another one. Maybe right there where the metal's clean. See if we can get another one there.
Got it.
You got it?
Yep.
Put a little spot on it, just a little bit better.
Going again.
Yep. Awesome. Alrighty. Thank you.
Welcome.
I'm going to take, now that she's got that knocked on for me, I'm going to hit it in a few places with the welder. I'm going to hit it in a few places with the welder just to make sure, now that it's tacked in place. Looks good there. I'm going to turn that back on. Jolene did a fantastic job. Fantastic.
Thank you.
It's not an easy job to tack gaps like that together. I think I've already said that, but she did fantastic. Got a spot right here I want to weld. Just welds that inside post together so it can't take off. I'll leave that one because it does not matter. Just going to hold that in. Good. So now that you can see we got our doors lined up again, that's how they basically were, because we have a piece right there, they didn't go anywhere. That's lined up there, that's lined up there, so we're saying it's pretty good. We've got these lined up. These are going good. That's a hard spot there. I'm going to throw a little coat hanger on that. We still have to be careful. We still got the door cards in on the inside, and it would be very easy to catch them on fire. Very easy. If we want to come down, if you want to come back and take a look, sweetheart, you can see how the post is fitting nice, how it's nice and, you know, it's good there. Post is fitting good there on this side. Everything's flushed out, so I can do a really good job welding them up and grind them off. On this side, you can see the exact same things going on this side. Got a nice little shape going on there with that post. It's not in or out. That's something, the stuff you have to look for. You know, if the post was leaned in the center and kind of cocked out, then you'd have to realize you'd have to fix it. This one's looking good. That one's looking good. Happy with that. The door gaps are lining up again where they were before because I've got it welded together. We've got this knocked together down here. We have not got that finished by no means. I can take and weld it all up with a coat hanger and fill it up and we can grind it, or I can take a little piece that we cut out of there before and shove it in there because it's already made for that. Just a little tiny piece. Me and Jolene were on the internet the other night, or last night maybe, and there was a Volkswagen on there. Probably one of the harder chops to do, probably a Volkswagen, never done one before. But you could tell on the back window, could you not, that they put the exact same piece in, they cut that piece out and put that piece in that back of that window. And to me, I can tell, and that's not the way I enjoy it, but that's all an opinion, but you can tell when that back piece is not smaller. It's like it's a smaller window, smaller thing going on there. Alrighty, so I got that shut off. Now, what I'm looking at trying to do, as I'm looking at it, I have to get, it's all lined up, the roof's down on. I'm saying that I probably could weld the doors all the way around. I could weld the posts on the inside, and I'm thinking that the doors would open and shut. That's what I'm thinking. I'm pretty near sure. With the back, this is my issue right now. I got the back to deal with, and I've got the front to deal with, and I can only deal with one at a time. And the back seems to be easier than the front, believe it or not. But this is where I'm at. So I have a package tray in here. As you can see, the package tray right here. I'm going to do some cutting here in a bit. There's the package tray. It's welded to the bottom of the window. And the package tray runs down. It's got a piece in the inside, goes down, and it's welded to the wheel well of the car. So it's a wheel well of the car. Piece comes up, welds to the package tray goes back and welds to the window. I cannot cut this and lay that window down because the hinge that holds the trunk lid is about that far from the window. So if I try to cut that and lay that down, cut it off the package tray and lay it down, it's basically not going to work for me. It's not going to work for me. So this is what I got planned, or this is what I'm thinking. I'm going to get in there. I'm going to cut the package tray so it's free from the quarter panels. No? Free, yeah, free from the quarter panels. Let's just do it. Let's open her up here. Let's take a look. Alrighty. See, this is what I've got. So I've got a hinge right here. This is the hinge. I kind of got fooled a little bit. This is the hinge. It's connected to the package tray, which is welded to the window. Exact same thing on the other side. Then I got this piece here, which is welded to the package tray and the hinge, and goes down and welds to the wheel well and holds it and makes it steady. Well, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here with the grinder. I'm going to cut across there. So that means that the hinge is going to be let go from the construction of the car. That's what's going to happen. So that means I'm going to be able to push that package tray. I'm thinking, this is what I'm thinking. This is all a game. I'm playing a game of checkers right now, and I'm trying to win by getting that back window going down. That's basically what I'm trying to do. So I'm going to cut that free all the way. You can see a gap there. Cut that right across there. That line probably, I cut it right across there. Do the exact same cut on the other side. And what I'm thinking is, if I have to make a cut, I'm going to have to make a cut down here or something. It's not making me happy what's got to go on, because I would like to have it nice and clean, but it's got to be done. Let's make a cut. See what happens. Let's make a cut. I'm thinking maybe I should, I'm doing this on the, I've got this down in here 4 inches, because we come down 4 inches. I got that down in there 4 inches. I'm not exactly sure, but I'm thinking I should probably zip cut that across there and get that out of there, because it's going to hold me up from doing what I want to do. I'm just scared that if I zip cut it off, that it's going to be shy. But to be honest with you, I'm thinking it needs to be out of there. So I'm going to probably cut it off. I'm hoping it isn't, but I'm hoping it isn't. Because, yeah. What checker do I move first? That's where I'm at. What checker do I move first? What I'm thinking is, after I cut this is what I'm thinking. After I cut that piece that connects to my wheel well, that holds my package tray in place and holds my hinge in place, once I cut that, I'm thinking I'm going to have to make a cut down here and a cut here to make it go forward. I thought about cutting it here, straight down like that, cutting it here and then shoving it in. But what's going to happen there is this is going to shove in. Then I'm going to have to shove this piece over to get to it. I'm thinking if I cut it more on the straight part, see, we got more of a straight thing going here. If I cut it more down here and then angle it down here, when I shove it in, then it's going in there straight, and I'm not going to have to change the angle this much. This piece here will just slide in, and this piece will lay over top of it nice. When I cut it across to down here like this, I'm hoping that this piece shoves inside this piece and it kind of slides in there, and then what happens is once I slide in, then I can butt weld it back together. I thought about cutting it down here and then going down along this body line and then shoving it down, but if I do that, this piece where I cut here on this body line is going to go down, hit on top of the wheel well, and then I'm going to have to keep cutting that piece until I get it down and get that forward. So this one here, if I cut it here, I'm going to have to push that in to get to it. If I cut it down here and go along here, I'm going to have to keep cutting this down here to get that to go forward, because this piece of metal I cut here is going to hit on top of that wheel well. So I'm thinking I'm going to cut it here and then down here like this, and then it'll shove inside, and then I can zip cut it and shrink it to make it work. The only thing I'm thinking here is I do not want to cut. Pretty well got to cut that off. I probably maybe should have left it on the outside instead of shoving it on the inside. Now they got the roof welded on. I can't do that. All right, let's cut the pieces going across first. I'm going to cut these first. I'm going to get a piece of tape, or I'm going to draw a line on there so I can make it halfway straight. This is where This is where it matters. And I can just reconnect. I don't know if I like that or not. Once this is cut off, and then it's going to have to be reconnected to that piece. I just want to make it halfway straight, that's all. It would look nicer than not straight. All right, let's cut that. I'm probably going to have to cut that piece down in there. I don't know if I want to cut that. I should have left that on the outside, not sure. Not sure. All right, Jolene's going to give me a light. Thank you very much. All right, wish me luck. Wish me luck. Nope. You want to do that? Don't want to cut my, I'm going to jump in. I don't want to cut the quarter panel itself. Don't want to do that. So I'm going to jump in for a second. Don't want to make any ugly cuts either, to be honest with you. I like to make them as nice as possible. Is she gonna move? It's gonna move. I'm gonna draw another line there. Didn't put my marker down there, did I?
Oh, that's right here.
You want to pass me that marker spear? I'm gonna draw another line just so I get it halfway straight. I got a visual inside here that I'm going with. All right, that's movable. I've got it cut off. Now, I'm not sure. I would say this is the fun part, but I'm not sure of that either. Now, that's not gonna, I can't shove that in with that piece of metal in the way. So I'm saying I'm gonna have to cut it off. Also, when I look up in here, I see where I cut the window. This is the exact same line. I cut the window off in here. So when I go to push that down, to me it looks like this window framework is gonna hit the roof. So I'm gonna have to go in there and deal with that, probably, no doubt in my mind. But I have to cut this off. Hoping I did that right. That's what I'm hoping. We're up there, we got a little bit left. Just cut it down on an angle a little bit. We're smoking. All right, we're gonna do the exact same thing on this one. Can't get in there to get it. I'm not going to throw that metal away either, because I might use anything that I have to, if I can go in there nice. I need to get that down, obviously. Anything I have to repair the pieces that I need, if I need any pieces to repair anything, I'm going to use the metal that I have. And that way there, when it comes time to keep the patina, I have the same color. I'm going to cut the gas tank cover off. I don't know. Wouldn't want to get blown up today, would you? Johnny, no blowing up today? I'm going to cut that off. Reciprocator should be fine to cut it off reciprocator. Reason being is I need that out of the way. I know, I know everything has been done. Mostly everything has been done already, probably in the world. But has there been any chopped Hudsons? If there has, post her up. I want to see it. Or I'd like to. Just going to cut this off right here, I think. Actually, I'll just cut it off. I'm going to cut it off here. That way there, if I need to put a piece of, if I need this piece, and then I can put this piece of rubber in between it. That's what I can do. Put a piece of rubber in between it. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. What's going on? Then I can just put a piece of rubber hose in between it if I need it. I need that out of the way for the cut I'm doing. Yeah, I'll wrap that up. Now, I cut that package tray away from the bottom of the hinge because I want the hinge to stay hinged on the trunk lid. I don't want to try to figure out something that's already been figured out. And believe it or not, that hinging stuff takes time to figure out. It really does. Just in case spark wants to go down inside the probably. There. Thinking we're good. Thinking we're good. Alrighty. Now, I have to try to get that all pushed ahead. Watch your foot there, Jolene, baby. I'll move this so you don't get your toes whacked on it. Very easy thing to do. I thought it over after we cut it off. And you can think it, but you actually, to foresee what exactly is what's going to happen when you do it. Okay, so like I said, if I cut it, there's a lip right here. If I cut it like this, when I push it in, this piece of metal that's cut here is still going to be here. So I'm going to have to try to shove that in to get to this metal when we shove that in. Just talking it over again to myself. If I cut it here, and then go all the way down to there and come around here like that, when I shove it in, that piece there, where I cut here, is going to go down and hit the top of the wheel well. If I cut it here, and then bring it in here, then this piece is going to go forward in here, and this piece is going to go down in there. And it's just going to be one cut. So I'm going to draw a line. So, if I cut that there, I'll make it straight. That's going to go in, this piece here is going to go in here, and it's not, I'm not going to have to push it in a whole bunch because it's going to go in there, like it's going to go in there and it should fit pretty good. This piece here that I cut here is going to go down in here. So when I get it in place, I'll clamp it or self-tapper or whatever is what I'm thinking, is I'm going to, if I want to bring it more down in the middle. Nope, that's fine. Stay with that one. That's what I'm thinking. And I am a little better than an inch away from there. Let's do this. Don't want to hit nothing in there. What is that piece? There's a little inside construction in there, so I'll bring that over there. Hopefully that'll bend. Just going to check and see this side. There's no arc. How long is that? I just want to check and see how long it is. That way there I can tape measure anywheres. Got a runny nose. Getting over the jet lag. 9.5. Nine and a half. Not bad. Not bad at all. We're going with this line. Now, what I'm thinking is, this is what I'm thinking. This might even have to be cut off more. It's going to slide down inside that actually. Like I don't know what's, if that's going to go down in there. Or, so I don't know yet. I don't know yet. I have not taken any metal out of the car yet other than, so when I apply this down, if there becomes a gap or anything, I have not taken any metal out of it other than the length of the roof. That's the only metal that I've taken out of this car so far, other than obviously the post. So I'm going to think what I'm going to do. Pretty sure what I'm going to do. Got some rock going on there, that's fine. I'm going to knock this back down. I sort of would like that. This on this side is locked down. I'm going to take a little bit of weld, I think, and lock that down on that side, because it's locked down on this side with that, but this side's not locking down. Just a little tiny spot like that. It does not fit perfect in the first place, so I'm just going to take that and knock that on with the welders, just to give them a light little tack so it stays in place. I want it to stay in place. Got the ground on. So we want that window down on top of that roof. That there should give it enough action to get down there. That should give enough action. That's what I mean. What I mean by action is movement, is to come down to there. I'm hoping and a praying. Little spot on that side. Little spot on that side. Stop it. And that's all I need. Hold that in place. I can zip that off, take it off, whatever, after I'm done bending it. Now, I'm going to cut that and put that down in there. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. I've got the package tray cut free on the top. If you want to come in and take a look, I'm not sure if you do, if you want to or not, Jolene. I'll shine a light in there. Shine a light, as you can see. I've got the package tray cut free here. You know, so that can come ahead. It's still welded. See where it's welded to the back of the window underneath the window frame. That package tray goes up underneath there and welded to that. The hinges are right here on the top of the package tray. I think the only thing that's stopping me from pulling that roof or that window ahead is cutting the quarter panel, reliefing it, shrinking it so it comes down and meets the roof. That's what I'm thinking. So, there's no time like the present. Let's cut it. I'm just thinking about why I'm cutting it like this. And the reason being is the trunk lid is so wide on the car, like it's from one side almost to the other side. And I keep thinking of all the other cars I've cut. I've just cut down either side like this and cut down that side and then pushed it down. This one's way different than anything I've ever cut. So I'm just being a little skeptical, but I'm going to cut it here in a minute. I'm going to cut it. It's going to go in there. That piece is going to go underneath that, hopefully. And that piece there will go down inside there, hopefully. I think it wanted to drop already, didn't it? I think it did, yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think it doesn't even feel like it wants to go down in. Holding up on something? What's holding up on that? That's holding up by there. That's what's going on. All right. Side of that is holding my quarter panel. I might have to. There we go. Starting. What am I hitting? Just hitting something. Can you see what I'm hitting, sweetheart?
The hinge.
Huh?
The hinge, that bottom piece of metal is hitting the hinge.
Hitting where you said it was going to hit? Ha! That old Jolene, man, you can't fool her. She said, that's going to hit right there, isn't it? The hinge is coming down hitting that?
That's what it seems like.
Huh?
That's what it seems like to me. Can you put a light in there? And I can really watch it?
Yep. So, you're going to let me know what's going on with that hinge right here. This is the part. Also, these are hitting on, I'm thinking I have to cut these down just to get that metal past. You know, this piece of metal on this side is going in. Let's just watch just a second. You tell me what it's hitting. Because it's not. It's hitting something. It's moving. Huh?
It's hitting that metal.
It's hitting that metal?
Yeah.
So more has to be cut out of that?
Yeah. I'd say take
What's that, sweetheart?
like an inch and an inch and a half.
Okay, there's going to have to be more than that because...
Okay. Just.
That's good though. It's moving. That makes me happy. That makes me happy, obviously. And that's going to hit up top of there. That metal's not going to go down inside there, so we know that's going on. Alrighty, just keep rocking and rolling, I guess. I have to... I got to open that trunk lid to get back up in there, though. I can cut down quite a bit further. I'm just going to open that up. And I got to cut down quite a ways further on that. How much further I got to cut down? Does not matter how much I cut down, I still got to come back and connect it to that piece. I just want to cut the same amount out of both sides. Alrighty, let's do it. You can come, if you want to come take a look. This piece here is not connected. It's connected to the wheel opening, the wheel well, and the floor. That's where it's connected. It's not connected on the quarter panel. I just got to cut it down, pat down quite a bit further, because this, if you want to see this metal here, see this metal here I'm moving, can you see it? Turn the light. This metal here that I'm moving has to go down by that. You know, that's in my way, maybe, not really, but I still got to go down because the hinge is hitting on the top. All right, so I'm going to go down another little distance. I'm going to get inside there. I'm going to change that disc. Right, quick. Are you talking to me, sweetheart? What's that?
I didn't say anything.
Okay. You're allowed, though. You can say anything you please. I'm going to go in there. Just make it like that. I think this is the one. I'm going to take that in there in case I need to change it. I got my marker on me. Yeah. Just to make a nice line, or a straighter line than I have to. We'll get her. It's just when. All right, I'm going to go down quite a bit further because we got quite a ways to go. This also has to be cut out too, but we'll just hold off on that for a minute. I'm going to just go. Whatever I cut out here, it's just going to have to be added back. It's just going to have to be make a piece and put it back together, the package tray. That's all what I'm more or less saying. It's just I have to cut more off to let it go down further. So I'm just going to do that. We'll cut that out, and then we're going to see if we can push it down. Watch your eyes, sweetheart. Just don't want to cut the quarter panel, that's all. Whoa, now we're talking. Now we're talking. Also, I'm not going to be able to get it down all the way, I know right now. The reason being is That piece of metal's too long for the window opening. I'm going to put this trunk lid back down. And let's see what we can get. Going to lock that back, going to weld that back up. The reason I like locking the trunk lid shut, because when I'm bending it down, I want the trunk lid to stay in place. Obviously, I'm hoping that you realize that. There we go. There we go. Now, if you take a look, you can see how the window opening is hitting the metal on the roof. You see that?
Yeah.
I'm going to relief this a little bit down here, a little bit more. Watch yourself. Just a little bit, just to help it. And it's right on that seam, so it'll be a nice, easy weld to fix. This gives me a little more action. That's all it does. Be a bunch of lead or something there. Oh, I think it's all the way through. Alrighty. What time is it?
57.
57. I could take and knock a little bit of that. Yeah. I'm going to end up laying this down and butt welding this on the top of it. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm just going to jump up in here and cut a little bit out of the... Probably should do it from the inside. That means I got to let my trunk lid go again. Let's do it. Let's do it. Now, take my marker, draw my line. And I'm just going to make a quick line because I'm going to end up cutting it off after. Any chance? No, I'll get it. Get it.
Get it.
What's that, sweetheart?
What do you need?
I want. Yeah, I'm gonna have to change the disc. I need. I want a piece of Bristol board. Shove down in there. Back window. Not that. I guess that'll work. The glass should come out in the back anyways. The rubbers are shot. I'm thinking that it's probably kind of... Anyways, I taped up the back, so I'm going to try to save the other side. But the rubbers are roached in the glass, so I'm thinking that I would change the glass. That means I would change the rubber also, because the rubbers are done. Let's go in there and cut it. Ooh. Just so on this video, just going to finish it just so we can see if it's going to work or not. I'm thinking that it will. I'm thinking it will. Oh yeah. Oh, don't do that. Back in place. Put that back in place. Stop it. Alrighty. Now, once I get it down, I'm thinking that once it goes in place, I would goes in there. I would self-tapper it. So if you come back and it's got self-tapper screws in it, I self-tappered it to make it stay in place, and that way there. Stay out. I want that to stay out. Come on. Come on, come on, baby. There we go. Now, if I had a good. Awesome. Awesome. And that can be brought back together. Not bad, not bad. What am I hitting there now? Am I hitting anything at all? Nope, just screw that roof up. Done with it, eh? Okay, let's do it. I'm going to put one screw in it because that's what I think it needs to hold it to. That roof's obviously laid down there. This has got a lot more shape than that does, but it come off the same piece. So. I'm going to use a long saw. I'll grab a couple of them. Would be smart of me. Now, I got a drill. Are we going in OT?
Yep.
OT! Get off. Just need a self-tapper bit. I'll put one in it, and then we'll call it good. And then I get to stand back and take a look at it, because I have no idea what it's looking like yet, because I'm standing up on it. Give me a... Isn't that always the way? When I go to try to find those things, they're missing. Every time. Every time. It's a sad situation, people. It's a sad situation. It's not in that one. There it is. There it is. Just wasn't holding my tongue right. All right. Got 2 self-tappers. I guess the main, and it probably won't fit right at first because we got a little bit of a gap. Pulling it down, it probably will go on an angle a little bit. These self-tappers probably will. But it'll be a start. It'll be a start. Maybe if I put one on either end and then pull, no, I want to pull the center up first. All right, that's the end of it right there. So, that don't look bad. That don't look bad at all. I've got a bunch of cuts going on there, obviously. That's fitting there. That fit like that before. I got a bunch of cuts going on there, obviously. That's going to have to go in there. So what's going to happen here is this piece here. I'll self-tapper that all together. I might have to cut. I'm going to have to do a bunch of stuff. This here piece is going to have to be hauled out to this piece and hauled into that piece. I can get a lot of that together. This piece here is going to have to be so forth and so forth. So what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to end up self-tappering the car all together in the back, and then I'll see if I like it. If I don't like it, well then I'll undo it and I'll go over it again. Good. All right, everybody. Thanks a lot for sticking around. It was just a decision that I had to make or had to do. I wasn't sure of what I was doing, to be honest with you. It was all, what can I say? It was all on the fly. You get to see it real right here every time. And I've got the back looking pretty good now. I could put some duct tape on that, you would never even know. But anyways, thanks for coming back. We appreciate it. If you like what I'm doing, put a like in, put a comment in. If you don't like what I'm doing, throw a comment in. Share, subscribe, and come back tomorrow, because you know we are going to be here. We're going to Filthy Phil's tonight. We're going to have a cheese steak, maybe, and that's what we're going to do. That's a little place here in Canning. Serves some good food. That's where we're going to go. All right, everybody, have a great day.